When I am done, and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
There is no life without its hunger. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly. But when you come, sometimes I think I glimpse eternity. You raise me up
so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong
when I am on your shoulders.
You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Good evening and welcome to Grisham Stadium for tonight's commencement exercises for the class of 2019. This night reflects the hard work, perseverance, and dedication by this fine group of young adults. Obviously, the majority of the credit goes to these students, but I would be remiss if we didn't recognize those who have contributed to their success. Parents, thank you for supporting your child and our school system. You made the choice to send your child here, and we take this honor and responsibility very seriously. Teachers, there is no truer calling than preparing kids to become well-adjusted adults. Your quiet mentorship often is overlooked, yet it is paramount to their success. Coaches, thank you for guiding these kids on and off the field. Your dedication has made an impact in more ways than you will ever know. Our feeder schools do an amazing job of preparing our students for the rigors of high school. Representing their faculty and staffs are our three principals seated to my right. Carrollton Elementary School, Mrs. Kylie Carroll. Carrollton Middle School, Mr. Stacy Lawler. Carrollton Junior High School, Mr. Travis Thomaston. I would also like to pay tribute to all the current and former educators in the audience. These teachers have seen these graduates grow and mature into the fine young men and women who are being honored here tonight. If you are a current or former Carrollton City Schools educator, please stand to be recognized. Anyone who has taught at Carrollton City Schools, please stand. Supporting these principals and staffs is our district team. Our assistant superintendents, Mrs. Anna Clifton and Mr. Craig George, along with our directors and specialists, support our principals and teachers, enabling them to place their focus where it counts most, on students. And finally, the cornerstone of stability and support for all of the above is our Board of Education. Dr. James Pope, Mr. Greg Dothard, Dr. Jason Mount, Mr. David Godwin, Mrs. Katie Williams, and Mrs. Melanie McClendon. This dedicated group of public servants maintains a clear vision of setting policy and supporting educators. We are fortunate as a district to have them in our corner. Now I would like to turn the program over to Mr. David Brooks, our high school principal. Mr. Brooks has done an exceptional job of sustaining the high standards CHS is accustomed to, while at the same time pushing them to even greater heights. Mr. Brooks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Class of 2019 commencement, a special time of celebration and culmination. Holding this graduation ceremony here in Grisham Stadium is steeped in tradition, and we are honored to have you join us here tonight. Thank you, Dr. Albertus, for the guidance, the mentorship, and the leadership you consistently provide to all of us in the Carrollton City School System. I also want to thank you and the Board of Education for your visionary plan in leading this great school system, and I look forward to the future. While I have the privilege of addressing everyone tonight as principal, I would like to take this time to recognize the other administrators at CHS who were instrumental in the success of our school. Miss Susan Gordy, Miss April Jones-Bird, Mr. Paul Fitzsimmons, Miss Laura Momquist, and Mr. Ian Lyle provide our students, teachers, and coaches the support they need to be successful. I also would like to thank the outstanding faculty and staff of Carrollton High School. They go above and beyond the call of duty every day to ensure our students get an exceptional education. They are truly the best you can find, and because of them, this graduating class of 2019 is ready to go to the next chapter in life. 3 student groups are important parts of this ceremony, and I want to thank them as well. Our JROTC Color Guard, under the guidance of Master Sergeant Marvin Cox and Major David Conley. The Trojan Band, under the leadership of Mr. Christopher Carr, and the CHS Chorus, under the direction of Mrs. Julie Lowry. I would also like to thank Ms. Rita Gentry, Mr. Michael Harvey, Mr. Mark McCormick, Mr. Chris Smith, Mr. John Maples, and Mr. Ron Edson for their behind-the-scenes work that brings everything together for graduation. To the parents and guardians of the class of 2019, thank you for your support and partnership, and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you on a job well done. Finally, and most important, congratulations to the class of 2019. Seems like just yesterday you were walking into CHS as a freshman. You were just trying to survive the first few days of high school and trying to adjust to what was then a new chapter in your life. Now, here we are 4 years later, and I have the privilege of addressing you at your graduation and conveying to you what a great job you have done. It has been a journey that started with tentative steps, perhaps, but one that has taken you to remarkable heights. You've encountered some trials and struggles along the way, but you kept working hard, and you have become stronger because of them. And now, here you are, the culmination of 4 years of hard work, the realization of attaining your goals, and the acknowledgement of the successes you have achieved. You have experienced exceptional moments, magical moments, and created memories that will stay with you forever. You have been prepared by the best, and you are ready to move on to the next chapter of your life. You have been successful as a Carrollton High School student, and you will be successful as a Carrollton High School graduate. As I look around at all the exceptional facilities, the well-kept grounds and buildings, the new construction, I can't help but think about how fortunate we all are to live in a community that cares about its school system with such passion. I also know that it is what happens inside those buildings every day, the things that people do not see, that will ensure success for each of you as you leave here. The people and the relationships, the teachers, the cafeteria workers, the teacher assistants, bus drivers, the coaches, the administrators, and yes, even the assistant principals in charge of discipline and tardies. All of these people played a part in molding you into the person that you are today. It is because I know them and their dedication to their calling, I can confidently say you are ready. You have been prepared by the best. As I've done with past graduating classes, I would like to take a moment to quote the famous Dr. Seuss. Oh, the places you'll go. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head and you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You are on your own and you know what you know, and you are the guy or the girl who'll decide where to go. Oh, the places you'll go. Remember, there's nothing ordinary about what you choose to do if you strive to make a difference and have an impact on your community. I've heard Dr. Alberta say numerous times that in truth, most of us live ordinary lives. It is what we choose to do with our lives that makes us extraordinary. You can and will move mountains no matter where you are or what you are doing. It is an honor, a privilege, and a testament to your own perseverance and character to be awarded a Carrollton High School diploma. Congratulations on a job well done, and just remember, no matter where you are or the places you will go, you will always be a Trojan. So, as Dr. Seuss would say, be your name Michaelitis or Dukes or Shepard or Gomez or Madliac, Monsoor, Brewer or Jimenez. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. Congratulations. Get on your way.
Class of 2019, we made it, y'all. We did it. First, I would like to give honor to God. I'd like to thank my friends and family who've been here along the way. Thank you, teachers, faculty, and staff, and thank you, principals, for this opportunity. It is a pleasure to stand before my class tonight. But most of all, I would like to thank God for blessing me with the most helpful and caring counselor, Mrs. Palk. Lastly, but not least, I would like to thank all who are in the stands tonight. You're one of the reasons us graduates can say that we made it this far, and for that I thank you. I'm not sure if any are familiar with the Isaiah 41:13, but I would like to start by sharing this verse with you. For I hold your right hand, I, the Lord your God, and I say to you, don't be afraid. I am here to help you. What I get from this is the comfort of God. This verse is a reminder that no matter where I go, what I go through, what obstacles I face, God will never leave me nor forsake me. And I do believe that if he can do it for me, he will sure do it for you. So I encourage and I challenge each of you to find that verse, song, movie, book, poem, whatever it is that offers you inspiration and to keep you going. As some may know, I'm a performing arts student as well. The performing art program is another thing that kept me going. The high school has a rule to where every course has to take a required written final. So yes, I had to write about singing and performing. And I'm guessing the weightlifting class wrote about maxing out or something. But something good did come out of this essay. Our prompt was to write about how the skills we learned while in the program, how they would help us as we move on through the rest of our lives. So the thought came across. Life is a production. In order to put on a production, there are certain roles to be filled. Whether these be lead roles, minor roles, ensemble, tech crew, the director, or stage manager, all are very important. And without one, the production, it lacks tremendously. So let's look at life as a production. And each of us play a role, whether again you are a lead role, minor role, doctor, lawyer, teacher, performer, football player, whatever it may be, each are important, and without one, the final production will be affected. Now, throughout life, throughout your production, there are going to be roles that you have that you may not want. But I encourage and I challenge you, classmates, to embrace these roles with courage. Make the best of it, because sometimes what we want isn't necessarily what we need, or better yet, what we're ready for. So trust the process and keep going, for the production isn't over until you take your final bow. And as we say in showbiz, the show must go on. There are going to be roles you didn't get, roles that you feel you deserve, but you just didn't make the cut. But don't let that discourage you. I came across a quote, and it says, "Good things come to those who believe. Better things come to those who are patient. And the best things come to those who don't give up." So believe and be patient, and all will be well in the end. Then there are some of us who aren't quite sure what our role is yet, and that's okay too. But again, don't stop here. Don't stop here at graduation. Don't give up. Instead, search for your roles in life using the gifts and talents that God has placed within each and every one of us. There are going to be times that you don't get the recognition you deserve. No matter how hard you work, how well you perform, how much good you do, you feel it was all for nothing. But continue to do good. Continue to be a blessing to others around you, and for sure God will bless you. Monday night, I was able to attend the baccalaureate service, and I see some faces I didn't see there, so I would like to share 3 of the main points Reverend Karen Kageyama shared with us. 1, do no harm. 2, do good. And 3, stay in love with God. With these things, I really do believe that your production, your life, will be successful. Graduation is the first big bow we take in life. Don't stop here. Continue to work towards your goals, your dreams, and remember, your bow isn't complete until you go down and come right back up. So in life, when things knock you down, take that as part of your bow and come right back up. Class of 2019, it's a wrap. Get ready for Act 2, Scene 1. Thank you.
Sunday shoes, cap and gown, the whole town gathered around. Waited 18 years, now it's all come down to this. Scan the crowd, fills my soul, all my friends gathered in rows. There's no turning back now, it's time to walk that line. This tassel's gonna turn, but when the moment passes by, we'll just walk away, then slowly grow apart. But I'm not gonna cry, not one sad or happy tear. I've waited my whole life, I'm gonna fly right out of here. It's a bittersweet goodbye, so I'm not gonna cry. Friday night, football games, first loves and first heartbreaks. Didn't matter who won or lost, only how we played. Memories good as gold, tearing up those county roads, racing down old 27 onto the square. Sure, we made a little trouble, but we learned from every mistake, so there's no regrets. We done the best we could, so I'm not gonna cry. Not one sad or happy tear. I've waited my whole life. I'm gonna fly right out of here. These have been the best years of my life, so I'm not gonna cry. It's been a long and winding journey. We've lost a few along the way. We've stood tribulations. Now it's graduation day, so I'm not gonna cry. Not one sad or happy tear. No, I've waited my whole life. I'm gonna fly right out of here. It's a bittersweet goodbye. And these have been the best days of my life, so I'm not gonna cry. No, I'm not gonna cry. No, I'm not gonna cry.
Good evening. My name is Caroline Newton, and I stand before you today, humbled and honored to represent the class of 2019 as your president. 4 years ago, we embarked on a journey together that is now quickly coming to an end. The shy, unsure freshmen we once were have been replaced by bold, independent young men and women who are ready to make their mark in this world. While our past 4 years at CHS have flown by in the blink of an eye, the legacy we created will continue on for many generations to come. When looking back on all 3 years of our high school experience, arts, athletics, and academics, the class of 2019 has much to be proud of. In the arts, the debate team won the state title in 2018, while the girls' literary trio brought home the state title this year. The Trojan Marching Band has a very proud and rich history and has made music a very important part of who we are. They were selected to perform in the Hollywood Christmas Parade in Los Angeles, California this past year, and also won first overall in both the Heard County and North Georgia band competitions. From performing pieces from the Broadway musical Wicked to inspiring others with hope, the band has continued to produce stellar halftime performances that have earned them superior ratings at all of their competitions. The marching band is not the only place where our students excel in the arts. Our performing arts department has also continually combined acting and music to produce spring musicals that leave students in awe for the months to follow. Whether they were dressed as nuns from Sister Act or singing Dancing Queen, anything that came from our performing arts department never failed to amaze the student body. In athletics, our senior year has reached new levels of excellence across multiple sports. This year, Trojan athletic teams have won 8 region titles, 1 state championship, and for the first time in school history, every single spring sport made it to the playoffs. CHS also started our first esports team this year, and they have already proven to be filled with talent. The men's lacrosse team made the playoffs for the first time in school history and also earned the most wins in school history. Both the riflery team and the volleyball team won back-to-back region championships. The wrestling team finished in the top 10 in the state, and the football team won 13 games each of the last 3 years. Finally, I'm very proud to say that the competitive cheerleading team won 3 out of the last 4 state championships, with the last 2 being back-to-back. While our class has excelled tremendously in both the arts and athletics, it is our academic performance that is most impressive. This year, 7 of our seniors earned the distinction of being named Georgia Scholars by the Georgia Department of Education. Only 259 public and private school students statewide achieved this honor. We also have the largest number of students involved in dual enrollment and AP coursework than ever before. As a class, we were able not only to be involved with many of the extracurricular activities Carrollton has to offer, but also remain true to our studies and fully dedicate ourselves to our education. After tonight, each of us will be going in different directions. As the world around us continues to change and we grow more and more into the people we were meant to become, one thing will always remain the same. We are Trojans. Whether it was sitting in the student section on a Friday night in Grisham Stadium or seeing that lucky Trey Day sticker on your lunch, CHS always had a way of making each and every one of us feel special. Some of us entered the Trojan Nation 13 years ago when we were greeted by the warm smiles of our pre-K teacher, while others entered later on down the road. It is also important for us to remember those who started this journey with us and are not sitting on this field with us today. I will never forget the contagious smile of our beloved friend and classmate, Nizir Rodriguez. I can't help but feel that he is looking down on us today, a very proud Trojan. No matter when our first days as a Trojan were, each of us quickly realized that being part of the Trojan Nation meant being part of something that was bigger than ourselves. When we walked through those doors each morning, the barriers that held us down outside of school were cast out by the love and acceptance that our teachers and administrators bestowed upon us. As Trojans, we were taught that anything was possible as long as we gave it our all and, most importantly, learned to believe in ourselves. I think this is what makes Carrollton so different from anywhere else. Instead of being made to feel like we had to become something, we were simply told that who we were was already enough. To remain true to who we are will be a challenge in the days that lie ahead. There will be things that try to pull us away from the family, friends, and values which we hold near and dear to our heart. While we may not like to think about it in this happy moment, our world and society will face dark times at some point in our future. It is up to us to remain strong and courageous and to continue to seek the greater good. As said by Eleanor Roosevelt, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. So Carrollton High School, I leave you with this. We have paved a legacy for the generations to come, and now it is time for each of us to start our own legacy in the real world. Never forget that you are loved and valued, and no matter where life takes you, you will always be a Trojan.
In recognition of having attained the second highest grade point average at Carrollton High School, I hereby certify that salutatorian for the class of 2019 is Audrey Johnson. Congratulations, Audrey. Will you please come forward at this time?
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, administration, and most importantly, my fellow graduates of the class of 2019. What an honor it is to be standing before you as your salutatorian. When you get named salutatorian, the first thing everyone says after congratulations and please keep your speech short is, will you mention me? And the request continues to be repeated over and over and over again. So to my friends, here's your mention. Thank you to those who always make chocolate-covered strawberries with me, spend late night with me, and both of these are reasonable and cheaper alternatives to therapy. Thank you to those who offer me constant and unwavering support always. Thank you to those who help me with calculus, because even the salutatorian doesn't do it alone. Without each and every one of you and your constant love and support, I would truly not be here today. Thank you to my mom and dad and the rest of my family who never doubted me for a second. Thank you for the unwavering support you've given me. I could not truly ask for a better family. Thank you to my teachers. You have truly changed my life so immensely, and I owe you so much of my success. You truly have no idea the magnitude of the impact that you've had on my life. Over the past week, I found myself thinking a lot about time, about how it flies by, about how there's never enough of it, about how life comes at us so fast and we don't always get to appreciate the time we have and the people we have to share it with. According to an essential theory of physics, all time is relative. If you go to Carrollton, you know that time moves faster here than anywhere else. Between exams, homework, essays, presentations, sometimes it takes immense effort just to stay afloat. Weeks, sometimes months, flash by just like that. Senior year feels like it just started. I'm sure you can all agree. Time plays games with us like that. When we're happy, when everything seems right with the world, time seems to run away from us. And so, the obvious question arises, how do we fight back against the tyranny of time? How can we stop the speeding of time so we can live in the moment, so we can appreciate the fullness of life? In all actuality, we can't do a thing. The time we've spent here at CHS is over. There's no more of it left. All we can do at this point is be thankful for what this time has provided us with. The last 4 years have given us so many memories, and now here we are at graduation, the biggest, most significant moment thus far. However, it's about more than this one ceremony. It's about each and every one of the 720 days of high school that we've experienced. 720 days to fit so much life in, so many milestones. It's about getting your license, going on first dates, and growing up. It's about senior breakfast, Friday night lights, goofing around in class, and about the incredible hard work we've all put forth to be here today. Graduation is a celebration of each and every one of these memories, and so many more. The people sitting around you will soon be memories as well. Of course, some of us will keep in contact with one another, but never will we be together in this capacity ever again. As we all move on from Carrollton High School, I urge you to remember one thing. There's a fine line between appreciating every moment and living in the past. Be sure to take your memories along with you, for they shape who you are, but do not let them stand in the way of what you can become. In just no time at all, we will all be college students, and even that season will come to an end. On this journey, be sure to smile often, to cherish your friends and family, to be grateful, and to stay humble of kind. But most of all, class of 2019, be sure to make this time your own, because time is far too precious to let it slip away without a fight. Thank you.
In recognition of having attained the highest grade point average at Carrollton High School, I hereby certify that the valedictorian for the class of 2019 is Miss Eva Hobson. Congratulations, Eva. Will you please come forward at this time?
Hi guys, this really is a large amount of people. Yikes. Well, I'm Eva, but you may know me better as Eva, Ava, or Evan. If you've just now realized you've made a mistake while reading or saying my name for years, it's okay. I'm not judging you, but my parents, who lovingly named me, most definitely are. All complaints about the difficulties that I have caused you can be directed to them. They're sitting right there. I would like to be able to stand in front of you all and ramble on about my many successes and how great I've done over the years, but that would be lies on my part and an act of cruelty to y'all. I'm only here today because of the work of many other people in my life, or they made a grave mistake while calculating GPAs. First off, I would like to thank my whole family, the Georgia state government for employing my parents, and by extension, feeding and clothing me for 17 years, and the IB program for managing to both simultaneously take away my desire to come to school, yet improving my life beyond measure. Now I will shout out some of my friends who asked me to. I apologize for this moment of stupid teenage self-indulgence. Hi Ellie, hi Ruthie, I would like my $5 later. Now onto the serious part of the speech, or at least the part of the speech where I try to be serious. As anyone who knows me knows, I have difficulties taking things seriously, especially valedictorian speeches. I've always thought the concept of a valedictorian speech was really confusing. Why stick categorically the biggest nerd of the whole class on stage and ask them to ruminate on life, success, when technically they haven't even graduated from high school? It makes no sense to me, but I guess I'll try my hardest. I apologize if this does not go well. Blame social convention, not my speech writing skills. So Eva Hobson's top tip for success and life and happiness is never, ever, ever take yourself too seriously. Or anything, really. Within reason, of course, there are some things, such as funerals, national security crises, and 3-star Michelin restaurants that require respect. Life is weird and funny, and anyone who pretends to understand it is either severely deluded or lying. So why take everything so stone-faced? It took me a while. I first had to grow out of a way too long and way too embarrassing nihilistic emo phase, which some of my peers probably sadly remember. I apologize so much for that. It took me 17 years to grow into who I am, academically and socially, and I credit that growth to my friends, who finally forced me to loosen up, slow down, and actually have fun in life. With time, I eventually grew into the happier person you see now, a person with the ability to not take themselves, or anything really, seriously. Taking life too seriously genuinely does lead to stress, worry, and anger, which never helps. I was very guilty of doing this, I still am, but being more able to joke about things now, I found I'm happier, more comfortable with facing my impending future in the real world, and to become infinitely more successful. This year has been by far the best year of my life, all because of my friends, family, school, and their unwillingness to let me sit in my sorrow, and instead cause me to make fun of life, school, the IB, everything. I think it says a lot about the depressing level of nerd I am, but I ask you all to forgive me and to ignore that. It's cliche, but it's cliche because it's true. Waking up and choosing happiness, choosing to have fun every morning is important. Because if you can choose and then achieve happiness, you will be successful. Success should be defined as happiness. That's what it is at its core. So as we all go out into whatever we chose to do, whether that be college, the military, or the workforce, try to be happy. Make it a priority. Try to enjoy life and everything in it. Happiness is not ready-made. You have to search for it. Find the fun in even the most boring things. Struggle through. Be happy. Honestly, I'm still figuring this whole life thing out. I'm only 17. I technically haven't even graduated high school yet. Maybe I'll revoke all this advice in about 10 years and profusely apologize for how dumb I was. But hey, wouldn't that be really funny? What a great story for us all to laugh about at a reunion. As of right now, however, my method of success is at its very core, not caring about success one tiny bit. Care about having fun, being happy, living. Take life as the fun thing that it's intended to be, not the sad, dour, and gray things that our 8th grade selves thought. I could not have picked a better high school to graduate from or a better class to graduate with. You all have impacted me beyond measure. I am here simply because of my family, my school, my community, and most importantly, you all. I'm proud to graduate with you. I'm proud to call myself a graduate of the Carrollton High School class of 2019. Congratulations, we only have about an hour left.
Dr. Albertus, Board of Education, as principal of Carrollton High School, I hereby affirm that these seniors have successfully fulfilled all requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Georgia Department of Education and the Carrollton City Schools Board of Education. As each senior comes forward, he or she will receive a diploma that affords all rights and privileges pertaining to this honor.
Eva Marie Hobson, valedictorian, IB honor graduate with distinction. Audrey Elizabeth Johnson, salutatorian, honor graduate with distinction. Nakia LaShun Cook, IB honor graduate with distinction. Makaira Tiana Dukes, IB honor graduate with distinction. Andrew Remington East, IB honor graduate with distinction. Hayden Boatwright Harper, IB honor graduate with distinction. Chrissy Marie Honey, IB honor graduate. Austin James Johnson, IB. Michaela Rose Metz, IB honor graduate. Brianna Nicole Nave, IB honor graduate with distinction. Karen Giselle Rodas, IB honor graduate with distinction. Rebecca Faith Rooks, IB honor graduate with distinction. Jada Nakaya Thomas, IB honor graduate. Madeline Ann Thompson, IB honor graduate. Jonathan Acosta, honor graduate. Jared Aldridge, honor graduate. Haley Nicole Alewine, honor graduate. Aaliyah Starr Allen. Polly Alsobrook, honor graduate. Laura Alvarez Berenstain. Cindy Amaya Diaz. Jontavius Marshad Anders. Keziah Chantel Anderson. Ryan Austin Anderson, honor graduate. Leonardo Silva Ank. Jose Arcadio. Eduardo Arevalo. Rihanna Deshay Avery, honor graduate. Asa Ward Aubrey, honor graduate with distinction. Anaya Camilla Bailey. Kentoris Remond Bailey Jr. Cheyenne Tanea Mouche Bailey. Leanne Christine Baker. Alejandra Baldian. Ithadius Banks. Jasmine Barker. Courtney Alexandra Bartlett. Evan Kyle Beatty. Anacilla Bautista. Joshua Beam, honor graduate with distinction. Victoria Beasley. Nestor Beckford Cinerus. Ava Caroline Bennett, honor graduate with distinction. Taylor Lynn Berry, honor graduate with distinction. Jackson Berzini. Keelan Alexander Bazita. Marilyn Black, honor graduate. Bethany Blackman, honor graduate with distinction. Yasahara G. Blandon Gomez, honor graduate. Jason Ulysses Bonilla. Jacqueline Louise Braden. Linda Brashears. Virgil Fitzgerald Brewer II. Zachary Scott Broom, honor graduate. Cameron Brown. Benjamin James Bryan. Catherine Inez Burke, honor graduate. Cyteria Deasia Bird. Nelia Calandre. Grant Lee Caldwell, honor graduate. Caston Elizabeth Caldwell, honor graduate. Alex Calix. Jeffrey Camillo. Justin Camp. Abigail McKenzie Cannon, honor graduate with distinction. Nicholas Evan Carradine. Peyton Hunter Carroll. Jack Albert Chavaria. John Kanan Christian, honor graduate with distinction. Caleb Clark. Khalil Christian Clark. Margaret Elizabeth Cochran, honor graduate with distinction. Elena Grace Cohen, honor graduate. Tristan Cole. Jeremy Andrew Collins. Brianna Marie Colquitt, honor graduate. Megan Marie Conley, honor graduate. Alicia Brianna Cook. Zakiria Tamaya Nicole Cosby. Jacob A. Cotton, honor graduate with distinction. Robert Essex Cox. Amy Victoria Cruz. Brian James Cruz. Jackson Cruz. Carla Yesenia Cruz. Lance Cruz. Asher Cruz Queller, honor graduate. Dakota Cummings. Montana Lachey Dallas. Yasmin Daniel. Chris Davis. Joshua Davis. Reed Thomas Dedman, honor graduate with distinction. Nicholas John DiMartino. Margaret Ann Denman, honor graduate with distinction. Alyssa Rose Teal DeBella, honor graduate with distinction. Moises Donicio Morales. Sydney Dirks. Clayton Dishman, honor graduate. Trinity Madison Dix, honor graduate. Tayana Dobbs. Landon Driver, honor graduate. Madison Elaine Driver, honor graduate. Hannah Sarah Drummond. Jennifer Nicole Dubon. Timothy Jamal Dumas. Callahan Dunn. Kalik Dunson. Anisha Angeline Duran, honor graduate. Megan Lee Eason, honor graduate. Raven Simone Eccles, honor graduate. Mark Tyler Edwards Upperman. Kayleen Louise Ellington. Elijah S. Ellis. China Maurice Farley, honor graduate. Joliah Nasha Farley. Catherine Elizabeth Federer. Alexander Flores Omar Ortega. Franklin Jose Flores. Kashawn Flowers. Cale Foster. Thomas Ryan Fowler. Casey Danielle Franklin. Montana William Freeman. Christopher Gator, honor graduate. Giovanni Galloway. Colton Thomas Gibbs. Michaela Deanna Glenn. Jonathan A. Godfrey. Marlon Yoselin Gomez. Marvin Ariel Gomez. Grant Wilson Gordon, honor graduate. Chloe Graham. Andrea Grandez. Hadley Harrington Green, honor graduate with distinction. Taylor Lee Green, honor graduate. Justin James Griffiths. Colin O'Neill Grubbs, honor graduate. Grace Elizabeth Hale. Cassius Harrion Hall Jr. Frank Harden. Julianne Grace Hardesty, honor graduate. Ricardo Haro. Dwayne Harrison. Malik Harrison. Cooper Carlton Head, honor graduate. Peyton Gale Head. Landon Berlin Head. Desiree Beyonce Henry. Catherine Ariella Hernandez. Nelson Hernandez. Juan Pablo Hernandez Lozano, honor graduate. Armando Angel Hernandez Ramirez, honor graduate. Mackenzie Ryan Heron, honor graduate. Savannah Nicole Hill. Holly McKenna Hindman. Jeffrey L. Hodges Jr. Gabe Holland. Caleb Lee Hollenbeck, honor graduate. Trelicia Carlaza Racia Holly. Camry Victoria Holloway. Kelsey Sierra Holloway. Joseph Mitchell Hood, honor graduate. Joseph Leon Hunter. Jayla Hutchinson. Kelvin Ingram. Brooklyn Kanaya Jackson, honor graduate. Chloe Danielle Jackson. Christiana Nicole Jackson. Zacchaeus Jackson. Diamond Patrice Jenkins. Dario Mariel Jimenez. Genesis R. Jimenez, honor graduate. Jason Jimenez. Lesby M. Jimenez. Kayland Alicia Johnson. Luke Charles Johnson, honor graduate. Kaylin Simone Jones, honor graduate with distinction. Zenobia T. Jones. Caitlin Christine Kilgore. Jamal Ryan Kirby. Danielle Grace Kaiser, honor graduate. Eric Lemondola. Ashanti Isaiah O'Neill Lancaster. Nathaniel Khalil Lancaster. McKaylee Lachey Landrum, honor graduate with distinction. Trenton Tayon Lee Lane. Charles Jeffrey Lanier, honor graduate. Reese Harmon Lawrence. Jonathan Thomas Leek. Nathan Andrew Leek, honor graduate. Hannah Riley Ledbetter. Dylan Ledford. Colby C. Levins. Benjamin Drake Lofton. Stephen Lopez. Nicole Lopez Miranda, honor graduate with distinction. Joshua J.J. Lord, honor graduate with distinction. LaAngel Marie Lowry Evans. Georgia D. Madliak. Maddie Grace Meyerhofer, honor graduate. Cameron Ryan Marlowe, honor graduate. Jonathan Major Mason II. Jordan Micaiah Mason. Milana Michelle Matthews, honor graduate. Shamar Devin McClendon. Jahad Isaiah McLeod. Tyron Jordan McDaniel. Ezekiel Dudley McDonald. Christian Daniel McDowell. Samari Shanaria McKinney. Faith Alexandra McLean. Madeline Steffi Merlo Roman. Anthony Rafael Meza Medrano. Marissa Haley Medkeff. Dylan Anthony Michaelitis, honor graduate with distinction. DJ Mitchell. Carly Michael Mansour, honor graduate. Macy Miranda Mansour, honor graduate with distinction. Monica Montoya Garcia. Nathaniel Moore, honor graduate. Kathy Shaddai Morales. Karen Moreno, honor graduate. Reed Olin Morris, honor graduate. Michael Ethan Bailey Morrison. Emil Helena Mosley. Marquez Edwards Mosley. Jonathan Smith Moye, honor graduate. Kelsey Jordan Mullinex, honor graduate. Tyler C. Murray. Jake David Musselwhite, honor graduate. Cole Christopher New. Rachel Caroline Kagiyama Newton, honor graduate with distinction. Catherine Suzanne Nixon, honor graduate with distinction. Joseph Harry Novak. Christian Okath Ojuro. Andrea Noeli Olmos. Oscar Oliveira Martinez. Kelly Copeland Osier, honor graduate with distinction. Sophia Rose Padilla. Carlos Enrique Panaguia. Juan Alberto Panaguia. Dominic Joseph Parcells, honor graduate. Jalen Keyshawn Parham. Jeloni Deshawn Parham. Janie Grace Parrish. Ria Rakshakumar Patel, honor graduate. Emily Nicole Patterson. Kamaya Corday Patillo. Drake Thomas Pauley, honor graduate. Tyler Evan Pauley. Michael Paz, honor graduate. Samantha Lynn Peavy, honor graduate. Edelson Perez Barrios. Letty Janet Perez Morales. Mario Alejandro Perez Cacer III. Nida Perez Gonzalez. Elizabeth Griffin Perry, honor graduate with distinction. Alyssa Xavier Philpott. George Wesley Pope III, honor graduate. Jacob Porter, honor graduate. Jason Portillo. Brandon Prince, honor graduate. Brayon Quintero Martinez. Madeline Ruth Rakestraw, honor graduate. Cesar Ramirez Frias. Enrique Raul Ramos. Benjamin Graham Ranger. Layla Renee Ranson. Madison Grace Redmond. Nuri A. Reese, honor graduate. Alexandria Lynn Renton. Natasha Melbaline Reynolds. LaCurtis Keon Richardson. Yari Anae Rivera, honor graduate. Lena Eris Robinson, honor graduate. Ricardo A. Rodriguez Sanchez. Weston Thomas Rowe, honor graduate. Anderson Jordan Rowland, honor graduate. Clayton Rowland. Cortessa Regia Rowland. R.J. Russell. Keely Elise Rutherford. Elijah D'Angelo Sales, honor graduate. Noah Jonathan Samples, honor graduate. Lady Santos. Gary Andrew Savage. Heather Louise Schaefer. Ryan William Schumann, honor graduate with distinction. Deanna Serrano. Billy Shelnut. Deja Montana Shepard, honor graduate. Martin James Shook. Jorge Sierra Lopez. Logan Manuel Silva, honor graduate. Alicia Natalia Sims. Katya Carolina Cipolla, honor graduate. Rachel Catherine Skinner, honor graduate. Mayasia Deshawn Slaughter. Andrea Brianna Small. Achille O'Shea Smith. Anna Grace Smith, honor graduate. Gabriel Montgomery Smith, honor graduate. Laura Caroline Smith, honor graduate with distinction. Madeline Brianna Smith. Skylar Alexis Smith. Taylor Elise Smith. Tommy Christopher Smith. Connor David Smith McCrone, honor graduate. Jonathan Spoon. Lakaya Springer. Joseph Nix Street, honor graduate with distinction. Aaliyah Shantice Strickland. Anaya Tatiana Sumlin. Michelle Danielle Sumlin. Christiana Chantel Swint. Naomi Yolanda Tapia Coronado. Carrie Yee Taylor. Alexis LaShawn Thomas. Christopher Brock Thomas, honor graduate with distinction. Gabrielle Cayun Thomas. Jamari Monte Thomas. Kelsey Lynn Thomas. Kendall Clark Thomas, honor graduate with distinction. Micaiah Jerome Thomas. Letitia Aline Thomason. Caleb Xavier Thomaston. Rebecca Blaine Threadgill. Kimberly Renee Thrower. Michael Shane Thrower. Benjamin Jeremiah Tukes. Jerson M. Torres. Andrew Caleb Traylor. Kelsey Ashlyn Traylor. Lisbeth Abundis Trejo. Samantha Toomey. Javier Enrique Turicos. J.C. Morgan Turner. Damian Ahmad Tyler Williams. Dayanita Sinsun Cabrera. Grayson I. Udombum. Keela Vale Lucas. Jonquel Marie Valentine. Michael S. Valle Zongniga. Isabella Vandermark. Adriana Vasquez Flores. Bo Vaughn. Genesis Vega, honor graduate. Billy Jonathan Velasquez Gonzalez. Eljano Delon Varine Jr. Victoria Lynn Waddell. Markel Wadley. Martel Devin Wadley. Bryson McCoy Wallace, honor graduate with distinction. Seth Wallace. Brandon Diamante Waller. DJ Vaishanel Ward. Chloe Warren. Gerald Warren. Madison Waters. Odyssey Watkins. Haley Weaver. Caleb Berkeley Wheeler. Morgan Nicole Whitaker, honor graduate with distinction. Isaiah A. White. Taylor Ann White, honor graduate. Christian Widener. Thomas Walker Wiggins. Will Christian Wiggins. Kelly Christine Wilcox, honor graduate with distinction. Bailey Nicole Williams. Kayla Williams. London Wayne Wilson. Jada Shanice Wolf. Tamaria Dejon Worthen, honor graduate. Carly Alyssa Worthen, honor graduate. Kamaya Desiree Ann Wyatt, honor graduate. Katie Taylor Janae Wyatt. Savannah Wyatt. Roberto Zambrano Jr. Empress Zendaya Zimmerman.
If everyone would please stand for the alma mater to be led by Ms. Julie Lowry. Remain standing at the conclusion of the alma mater for the presentation of the graduating class.
Carrollton High, we love you dearly. To you our hearts beat true. With your help we see more clearly joyous life on you. To our dear old Carrollton High School, to our friends so true, loyalty and love and service, to you we pledge on you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the Carrollton High School class of 2019.